Today we are talking about the greatest "that's my ball" moments in fiction. Today we are not talking about protecting an actual ball. We are talking about protecting that one personal baddie of yours that you know that you will love and respect, and another player wants to move in and try to ruin all of that for you. In many cases, you might have to protect your ball.
Work! That's my ball!
Our first example today starts with our player Mordecai unfortunately having to backdoor his homie, all in the sake of protecting his ball. Those of you in the audience that's ever had to backdoor a personal friend or acquaintance all because they tried to steal your ball, please raise your hand. Yeah, I figured if that was truly your homie, you probably wouldn't have never had to backdoor your homie in the first place. But Mordecai and Rigby's relationship is very complicated, and it has a lot of moments where they unfortunately have backdoored each other. And it's crazy because initially on this day, Mordecai and Rigby were dead ass about to go to the movies together and link up. But like the simp he is, Mordecai could care less about hanging with his homie and instead wanted to hang out with Margaret to go watch a slumber party movie. But whole time, he had never asked her out already to begin with. So the backdoor that this man Mordecai decides to open is all over a ball that was never in his possession yet.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, bro. I wasn't thinking about it.
So at this point, Rigby spends the entire day trolling Mordecai. I will admit this leads to Rigby backdooring Mordecai first because he does ask Margaret out on a date. And this was the moment where I definitely felt like Mordecai was content with just doing his homie the worst way no matter how it ended up. This man spent the entire day after this making sure the plans with Margaret do not go through with Rigby. You know how mad you gotta be to throw a literal clock in the microwave? They mess up so bad that these dumbasses end up in a literal time stream. And Rigby kept it a band. All he wanted to do was go to the movies with his homie. And Mordecai said, bet I'll kill your ass, and then pushed him into the infinite time stream, destroying Rigby. I'm not even gonna lie, this is example number one why you gotta watch your homie that gets way too soft over the people that he's low-key got a crush on. Cause who is gonna smoke their best friend since childhood over a girl at a coffee shop? This might be one of the worst deaths I've definitely ever seen in regular show, and it did not look like it was painless either. Rigby legitimately crumbled into dust like on some Thanos shit. Thankfully, bro was able to talk to the ultimate time god or whatever and get Rigby's life back and set it back to the beginning of the day. But destroying your homie like this over one singular person had me looking at Mordecai sus for the entire rest of the series. I'm not even gonna lie. Bro erased his best friend from all of time and existence over his non-future wife. Crazy. Speaking of someone who actually crashed out over his wife, this one is actually justifiable.
It's not your ball, it's my ball. You want this ball? You want to take it from me. Take it from me, baby. It's mine.
The God of Destruction Beerus was putting absolute hands on the legendary Z fighters that we had been following for decades at this point. And the absolute worst part about it, bro had my favorite Z fighter Vegeta waiting there about to get destroyed. And legit, I was sitting there watching this when I was a lot younger being like, damn, my favorite Z fighter is about to get hoed yet again. Because I promise you, for some reason in Dragon Ball, every opportunity they get to hoe Vegeta, they go out of their way to do so. As the strong independent woman she is, Bulma walked up to this God of Destruction that had beat every single Z fighter before her, and she dead ass slapped him. And I saw this moment and I was legitimately worried they was actually about to kill her. But like the sassy God of Destruction that Lord Beerus is, he just retaliated by backhanding her, thankfully. But I honestly can say I think this led to one of the greatest crash outs in all of fiction, because Vegeta's reaction, that's my ball! Like, I've seen Vegeta angry before. He's always angry when you're watching Dragon Ball. Like, aside from the moment when Cell hit Trunks, I think Vegeta was at least 30 times angrier than that moment. Bro's eyes went white and he locked in and started putting the absolute pause on Beerus. Mind you, no one had even touched him in the show up until this. The same Beerus who basically just one-shotted a Super Saiyan 3 Goku prior to us seeing it. And it's the slow combo with it too, bro. He said, bitch, bitch. Bitch. It's a pretty crazy feat that Vegeta is the first character on paper to actually do damage to Beerus. All off the strength of protecting his beautiful wife. That shit's insane. I'm not even gonna lie, the way this fight ended though, just as a Vegeta fan, it low-key did have me heated. He finger tapped my goat on the forehead and just put him down.
Bruh, what's wrong with you, bruh? Stop f***ing, bruh.
Look at you, smile.
But I promise you till this day, this is one of the most godliest displays of destroying all the power scaling in Dragon Ball and just putting the hands on an absolute god. Because the way that Mark went from getting done just like this to locking in and beating the life out of Conquest for the way he did Eve has to be studied. Mind you, bro wasn't even this mad when his little brother was about to get ripped in half. So after being damn near completely destroyed, right, Adam Eve wakes up and she becomes a literal god for 0.5 seconds, and she uses all of that to blast Conquest. Quite literally the assist of the century. She's not just his ball, but she became an all-star player on the team. But when Conquest got back up, Invincible did not feel fear. He felt unbridled rage. I don't think a lot of you realize how mad you truly have to be to want to headbutt somebody. Like, that shit hurts, and not everybody has a very strong forehead, bro. But when you're protecting your wife, your ball, your pride, legitimately all of that goes out the window. Like, essentially, Invincible turned this man into a pancake with forehead hits alone. I don't even think I can show the actual image of what Conquest looked like after, so I'm using this image of Squidward flattened out instead to replace it. Like, imagine this image right here, but like 50 times worse. Honestly, for me, this has to be one of the greatest crash outs I've ever seen, purely because Invincible had already gotten full confirmation that Adam Eve was okay. I do get Conquest would have gotten back up and caused more damage, but the anger behind the way Invincible defeated him is what's important. He acted like Adam Eve was damn near still dead, the way he beat him into submission. But I want you guys to let me know some other that's my ball moments in fiction that you can think of a man protecting his queen in his household. Let me know which one you think was the most justified and the worst crash out here. And if you want more videos like this, just let me know in the comments below. But until next time, subscribe. And my name is Time Pizza, and I will see you pizza people on the other side of the slice. Peace.